The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Journeyman Stud, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Tampa Bay Downs, Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring graded stakes action from Gulfstream Park, including a track record victory in the Grade 1 Dawn Handicap, a long shot winner of the Grade 1 Gulfstream Park Turf Handicap, and a brilliant farewell performance by a champion mare in the Grade 3 Hurricane Birdie Stakes. We begin with the Grade 3 Gulfstream Park Sprint Stakes. Catron, the 2-1 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
44-1 for a half mile. Falling Sky is the leader as they come to the top of the stretch. Sing Another Song. Second, and they've kicked away 4 lengths from the others. Then comes Reverone running a big one in third. Catron's got to pick it up, and Falling Sky is opened up. Falling Sky was running a huge race. He's 4 in front at the 16th pole. He's throttled his competition in the Gulfstream Park Sprint. Wow, Falling Sky was huge.
14-1 Falling Sky, the front running winner by 5 lengths over 139-1 Narvaez. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Luis Saez up in 120-3, just a 5th off the track record. Falling Sky records his first victory since taking the Grade 3 Sam F. Davis Stakes just over a year ago while trained by John Terranova. After finishing last in the Kentucky Derby, the Pennsylvania-bred colt by Lionheart was transferred to George Weaver. A $16,000 Keeneland November weanling, Falling Sky topped the 2013 OBS January sale at $425,000 after winning 2 of his first 3 starts for trainer Sal Antonio. Falling Sky has earned $320,000. The winner is owned by Newtown Enterstud and Joseph Bulger. Time for the Built Ford Tough Race of the Week, presented by Paul Miller Ford. Built Ford Tough for over 60 years. Sprinting fillies and mares at Gulfstream Park in the Grade 3 Hurricane Birdie Stakes. 2-time champion Groupie Doll, 2-5 in the final start of her career. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
They're racing in the Hurricane Birdie, and Groupie Doll had a slow start. She is off last. Groupie Doll is last early. Jamaican Smoke is going out to take the early lead. On the outside, 5-Star Mama away running in second position. Distortion is third. Wildcat Lily follows fourth by 2.5 lengths. Then Heart Stealer and My Due Process. And Groupie Doll is very slow to get going early. She's 10 lengths off the lead. As they approach the half-mile pole, that first quarter was 22-1. And it is Jamaican Smoke on top. Now the leader by a neck. 5-Star Mama second. Wildcat Lily goes up on the outside. Then Distortion, Heart Stealer, followed by I Due Process. And Groupie Doll is still last. She's closer now. She's 5 lengths off the lead. She's beginning to move up on the far outside. And here comes Groupie Doll now. Still with work to do as they come toward the top of the stretch. 5-Star Mama is the leader. Groupie Doll is 5 wide. She's on the far outside. Wildcat Lily is next. And they're into the stretch. And there goes Groupie Doll. And Rajiv Mirage lets her loose one last time, and look at her take off. She was dead last up the backstretch, but Groupie Doll goes out in glory at Gulfstream.
Groupie Doll caps off her brilliant racing career with a 7-length victory over long shot 5-Star Mama. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Under a high weight of 123 pounds and Rajiv Mirage, Groupie Doll sprints home in 1:14-3, a 105 brisk speed rating. The 2-time winner of the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, making her first start since finishing 4th against males in the Grade 1 Cigar Mile. The 6-year-old mare by Bowman's Band was bred in Kentucky by Fred Bradley and trainer Buff Bradley. Now owned by Mandy Pope's Whisper Hill Farm, Groupie Doll has won 12 of 23 starts and retires with a bankroll of nearly $2,649,000. Just 4 days after winning the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint for the second consecutive year, Groupie Doll was consigned by Trackside Farm, Tom Evans' agent, to the 2013 Keeneland November sale. After a spirited bidding war, she was hammered down to Whisper Hill Farm for $3.1 million. 2-time champion female sprinter Groupie Doll, the Keeneland Sells Graduate of the Week. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
Miller Ford F-150. We own mornings, the barn, and the horses. We own the paddock, the farm, and yeah, we own America's best-selling truck. 37 years of truck leadership. Paul Miller Ford F-150, $18,990. Point, click, drive. Always open. PaulMillerFord.com.
The Stallions of Shadwell Farm. Hall of Fame member, Inbasor, winner of the Dubai World Cup and Breeders' Cup Classic, now siring stakes horses. Classic winner, Jazzle, a stakes sire from a great female family. Brilliant Miler, Dar, Grade 1 winner, and now a graded stakes sire. Albertus Maximus, winner of Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile and Don Handicap with outstanding early crops. Shadwell Farm.
Nothing beats a good horse, and we sell them at Barrett's. Havana.
And Havana's opening up with very little urging.
Gervinho.
Gervinho came back doing it.
Corfu.
Corfu is still hanging in there.
Diamond Bachelor.
But this was a scintillating performance.
Exit stage left.
Exit stage left remains unbeaten.
Parents March Sale, a 25-year tradition of graduate success.
Paul Miller Ford F-250. We own Super Duty, the tailgate, and the trailer. We own work, the farm, and yeah, we own America's best-selling truck. 37 years of truck leadership. Paul Miller Ford F-250, $26,990. Point, click, drive. Always open. PaulMillerFord.com.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to stand at stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Living up at the Downs. Do you like having a great time with your friends and family? Then you will have a great time. Come out to Tampa Bay Downs and you will see Thoroughbred racing, Texas Hold'em tournaments. You gotta know when to pull them. Help your golf game at our practice range. You can bet there's so much more. Tampa Bay Downs. Live it up at the Downs.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 1 Gulfstream Park Turf Handicap coming up in this segment. Turf fillies and mares at Gulfstream Park and the Grade 3 Sewanee River Stakes. Abaco, the 8-5 favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
On to the backstretch they go, and it's Parenda and Jose Lezcano leading the way through a half in 51 and 1/5 seconds. Abbey Street is second, Abaco third to the outside, then Malibu Yankee, followed by Ainsley, and farther out Caroline Thomas. Riposte is down at the rail, and Nikki Starshine is at the back. Now they make their way into the far turn, and Parenda continues to lead the way. It's Parenda on top by a neck. On the outside, Abbey Street. Now Abaco is sent up on the outside of them. Malibu Yankee fourth along the rail. Riposte is getting an inside run, and here she comes. She's within 4 lengths of the lead. She's down on the inside as they come to the top of the stretch. Parenda set sail for home. Clear from Malibu Yankee. Riposte is closing, and Abaco is on the outside. They're inside the final furlong, and Parenda's running strong. Parenda from Abaco and Riposte, and Parenda and Jose Lezcano wire them in the Swanee River.
Florida-bred Parenda, the front-running winner by 2 lengths over European import Riposte, with favorite Abaco third. Jose Lezcano aboard the OBS Sales Graduate in 149 flat. 4 stakes wins in the last 5 starts for Parenda, who opened this season with a 3-length victory in the Sunshine Millions Filly and Mare Turf at Gulfstream Park. This marked her first graded stakes victory. A $13,000 OBS April 2-year-old, Parenda has earned $448,000 for Lone Stable. Rodolfo Garcia trains the winner. The 5-year-old mare by English Channel was bred in Florida by Kinsman Farm. Florida breds, race 'em or chase 'em. To Santa Anita for the Grade 2 San Marcos Stakes. Vagabond Shoes, the 5-2 favorite. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
They head to the half-mile pole, and now Segway comes to put the pressure on Slim Shady. On the outside, Bio Pro still keen to go on. At the rail, Sea Sage, been followed by Dubai UXYZ. Then we come back to Power Foot. Vagabond Shoes races back in the 7th spot, 6 off the leaders. Then Utopian, Lucayan starting to make headway on the far side. Temeraine's in the pink, and Geronimo is still last, has 10 to make up. Coming to the top of the lane now, Slim Shady on the inside and Segway. Segway on the outside puts his head in front. Slim Shady tries to battle back, then it's Sea Sage. Dubai UXYZ down the centre. Here comes Vagabond Shoes now. And Vagabond Shoes is coming fast. Geronimo flying, but maybe too late. It's Vagabond Shoes striking the front. Vagabond Shoes in front as they come to the wire. And Vagabond Shoes has won stylishly.
Favored Vagabond Shoes rallies to defeat 19-1 Sea Sage by a length and a quarter. Lucayan third for a sweep by foreign imports. Victor Espinoza aboard in 158-4. Only the second victory in 8 North American starts for Vagabond Shoes, who captured the Grade 2 Del Mar handicap last summer. The Irish-bred 7-year-old gelding by Beat Hollow was last seen finishing a close 5th in the Breeders' Cup Turf. The first of 2 graded stakes winners on the card for trainer John Sadler. Vagabond Shoes has earned $665,000. The winner was imported by Ronus Racing. Back to South Florida for the Grade 1 Gulfstream Park Turf Handicap. Summer Front, the 2-1 favorite. Again, here's Larry Comas.
A half mile in 47 3/5 seconds. It's an even pace set here by Tetradram, who continues to be isolated a length in front of Amira's Prince as they go into the far turn. And then it's Boisterous third, Lochte fourth to the inside, Charming Kitten. Summerfront is still on hold with 4 lengths to make up. Then comes Imagining, who swung to the far outside, and Nicky Sandcastle is last, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. Tetradram turns for home in front. Amira's Prince is second. Summerfront let loose now just to the inside of Imagining, and Summerfront ran into traffic trouble there. Now it's to swing outside, and Lochte's looking for an upset. Oh, he's run a huge race. He's the longest shot here. Lochte, a massive upset in the Gulfstream Park Turf Handicap.
The longest shot in the field, Lochte at 39-1, slips through along the rail to defeat Imagining by 2 3/4 lengths. Orlando Boca Chica aboard in 145-3. The first Grade 1 victory for Boca Chica and for trainer Marcus Vitale. After going winless in his first 5 starts for Darley Stable and trainer Kieran McLaughlin, Lochte has won 3 of 5 during the current Gulfstream meeting for Cross Sabers Farm. The 4-year-old gelding by Medalla d'Oro was bred in Kentucky by Maura Gittins and originally sold for $475,000 at the Saratoga Yearling Sale. Cross Sabers Farm purchased the racing prospect for $60,000 last fall. Lochte has earned $276,000. The Spendthrift Farm Share the Upside Stallion of the Week is Awesome Patriot. Call today to learn how you can earn a lifetime breeding right in this regally bred stakes running son of leading sire Awesome Again. New for 2014.
Private Zone hanging on to the lead. The Lumber Guys under a hard ride from second. Baz Marty, and now here's Jimmy Creed. And Jimmy Creed, orange cap, one from the inside, unbridled note down the centre. Drill running on late, but it's Jimmy Creed with a 16th to go. And Jimmy Creed in a scintillating performance today. Jimmy Creed and Garrett Gomez take the Malibu stylishly.
Handicap goes to Sarin.
International Grade 1 sire Arch has sired over 17% stakes horses. He is the sire of champions in 4 countries including Eclipse champion Blaine. And his daughters have already produced 2 Eclipse champions. Arch, championship sire at Claiborne Farm.
Share what you love about Florida.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with an upset in the Grade 2 San Antonio Stakes coming up in this segment. But we begin with 3-year-old stakes action presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. To Aqueduct for 3-year-old fillies in the Dearly Precious Stakes. Gracer, the 1-5 favorite. John Embrial picks up the call.
Gracer takes the field into the far turn. It's Gracer by a little more than a length. Sustainable, giving chase in second. Now it's almost 3 lengths. Back to Bridget Maloney and Go West Marie, and Sky Saratoga is the trailer. The 3-year-old fillies come for the top of the stretch, and it's the odds-on choice. Gracer in command here, ran a half in 46 and 2/5 seconds. Gracer has opened up a 5-length lead. Sustainable couldn't keep up with Gracer. Go West Marie is third, and Gracer just outclassed this group today. She is in front by 10 lengths and will take the Dearly Precious very comfortably.
Odds-on favorite Gracer by 3 Timney's Farm Snag and Exchange Rate rolls home by 10 1/4 lengths over Sustainable. Alex Centrone aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 1:10-1. The 3rd consecutive stakes victory for Gracer, who opened her 3-year-old campaign with a 3-length score in the Marshua Stakes at Laurel Park. The winner was bred in Pennsylvania by Russell Jones and was a $150,000 Keeneland September yearling. Trained by Tony Dutrow, Gracer has earned $243,000 for 3 Chimneys Racing and Team D. Gracer paid $240 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Santa Anita for the Grade 2 Robert B. Lewis Stakes. Grade 3 Sham Stakes winner Midnight Hawk, the 6-5 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
They head past the 5/8 and Diamond Bachelor still the leader. Chateau keeping the pressure on from second. On the far side, Midnight Hawks right there in the 3rd spot, and Candy Boy's in 4th. El Nino Terrablaze now dropped back 5th, 4 lengths off the leaders. Another 4 to Home Run Kitten and Cool Samurai. They run past the 3/8 pole. It's still Diamond Bachelor, She Too right there second, and Midnight Hawk on the far side. 3 of them come to the quarter pole together. Candy Boy still in with a shot from 4th, and now Home Run Kitten starting to improve at the rail. 1/4 mile to go now. Diamond Bachelor, She Too between them. Midnight Hawk on the grandstand side. Candy Boy comes after them 4th. They are homeward bound now. Midnight Hawk, She Too. Now here comes Candy Boy on the outside. And Candy Boy's finishing resolutely on the grandstand side. Candy Boy, She Too on the inside. Midnight Hawk back in 3rd. Candy Boy and She Too going to hit it together. Candy Boy to win it. Candy Boy and Gary Stevens take the Robert Lewis Stakes.
2-1 second choice Candy Boy gets up to defeat She Too by half a length with the favorite Midnight Hawk 3rd. Gary Stevens, the winning jockey, in 1:41-4. After finishing second to champion Shared Belief in the Grade 1 Cash Call Futurity in his 2-year-old finale, Candy Boy makes an impressive 3-year-old debut. Trainer John Sadler is pointing the winner to the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby. The colt by Candy Ride was bred in Kentucky by Lee and Susan Searing. Candy Boy has earned $305,000 for CRK Stable. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year, now including SAR stats. Next from Santa Anita, older horses in the Grade 2 San Antonio Stakes. Game On Dude bet down to 30 cents on the dollar. Once again, here's Trevor Dedman.
They head to the half-mile pole. Game On Dude on the far side, and Blue Skies and Rainbows still in front by a length. Imperative now going to kick through on the inside. There goes Imperative to make it 3 in a line into the turn. They've been followed by Majestic Harbour. It's 4 back now to Blingo. Then comes American Blend and Willie Conquer. They are coming to the quarter pole, and Imperative's gone through on the inside. Imperative leads them as they come to the top of the lane. Game On Dude on the far side. Blue Skies and Rainbows between them. Now Blingo and Majestic Harbour. They come to the top of the lane. Now there's 5 in a line in the San Antonio. Imperative, the long shot, running a huge one at the rail, but here's Blingo. Game On Dude has backed out of there. Down the centre, Majestic Harbour. Imperative looking to cause a shock on the inside. Blingo's right up alongside. Imperative and Blingo nose and nose in a thriller. Blingo to get there. Blingo and Aaron Grider have won the San Antonio.
15-1 Blingo by Windstar Farm stallion Artie Schiller. The winner by half a length over 26-1 Imperative for a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Aaron Grider up in 147-4. A stakes winner on turf at Santa Anita at 3 and over the main track at Belmont Park last fall. The John Sheriff's trainee was coming off a 6th place finish in the Grade 2 San Pasqual Stakes. The 5-year-old gelding was bred in Kentucky by Ben Walden and Brad Ray. It was at $80,000 Keeneland September yearling. Blingo has earned $364,000 for Mr. and Mrs. Jerome Moss. Coming up, a track record in the dog.
Discover beautiful Ocala, Marion County, horse capital of the world. I'm Valerie Daly. Let me show you all our area has to offer. Here are a few recent listings: Grand Oaks, Paradise Palms, Dudley Farm, and Marnick. Ocala, Marion County. Come for a visit and you'll see why it's a great place to live.
I'm Javier Castellano. Hi, I'm John Velasquez.
Hi, I'm Joel Rosario.
Welcome to beautiful Gulfstream Park.
This weekend, watch the nation's best 3-year-olds compete in the $400,000 Bessie Lou Stables Fountain of Youth Stakes Race.
You can get my free bobblehead.
The $400,000 Bessie Lou Stables Fountain of Youth Stakes Race, Saturday, February 22nd. Post time, 12:40 p.m.
A great time is a sure thing at Gulfstream Park.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Taking the lead. Point of Entry has defeated Animal Kingdom by a length and a half.
Real Solution continues to attack on the outside. A wild finish coming here, and Point of Entry, oh, the classy Point of Entry would not be denied.
Point of Entry, a 5-time Grade 1 winner by Sire of Sires Dynaformer. New for 2014 at Adena Springs.
Remember when Keeneland was dirt?
Take charge, lady, to win the Ashland by 5.
Remember when winning the Belmont Stakes was a good thing?
AP Indy surges to victory in the Belmont Stakes.
Remember when pedigree and race record mattered?
But Take Charge Indy wins the Florida Derby.
Take Charge Indy, a throwback to a classic dirt pedigree. New to WinStar for 2014.
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Gulfstream Park for the Grade 1 Dawn Handicap. Champion Will Take Charge, the 3-2 favorite. Here's the call by Larry Colmus.
They're off in the Dawn Handicap. Uncaptured came out running and goes straight out to take the early lead. And River 7 is away with Speed 2, then neck and neck, and Will Take Charge is right in behind Uncaptured going into the turn as Lee and Bourbon Courage go up on the outside, and now Will Take Charge will be fourth along the rail. River 7 is in mid-pack early, just to the inside of Romance around that first turn. Then comes Viramundo. Revolutionary finds himself 7 lengths off the pace right now, and the two long shots Joshua's Comprise and Macho Bull are right next to each other at the back. It's a solid pace. They went 23-2 for the opening quarter mile, and Uncaptured is the leader, with Lee alongside in second and Bourbon Courage third, and River 7 just to the outside of them. Romance 5 deep up the backstretch, and Will Take Charge is on the rail. He is 6th right now, and he's 3 lengths off the lead. And then Viramundo, Revolutionary on the far outside, neck and neck, Joshua's Comprise and Macho Bull. 47-1 for the first half mile, and the field rounds the far turn, where it's Lee on the outside and Uncaptured along the rail, and these two are matching strides on the lead. Bourbon Courage is next, and then River 7, Will Take Charge is on the far outside. He's put to a ride. Viramundo is in between horses. Revolutionary has a lot of work to do. He hasn't picked it up yet, and Lee is in front. 3/4 went in 1:10-4, and they're into the stretch, and Lee turns for home with a 4-length lead, but Will Take Charge is beginning to move now with a furlong to run. Lee still running strong for the wire. Will Take Charge is 2 lengths back, and he's determined to try to catch Lee, but Lee is too far out in front, and Lee has won the Dawn under Joel Rosario.
5-1 Lee by Claiborne Farm Stag and First Samurai holds off Will Take Charge by a length and a half. Joel Rosario aboard in track record time of 1:46-4, a 1:05 brisk speed rating. A graded stakes winner on turf at 3, and runner-up to Horse of the Year Wise Dan in the Grade 2 Firecracker handicap last summer for Al Stall Jr. Lee is 2 for 2 on dirt for trainer Bill Mott. In a seasonal debut, Lee rolled to a 3 1/4 length victory in the Grade 3 Hal's Hope Stakes. The 5-year-old horse was bred in Kentucky by his owners, Claiborne Farm and Adele Dilschneider. Lee has earned nearly $710,000. Joel Rosario with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. We'll have 3-year-olds at Santa Anita, Golden Gate, and Oaklawn Park, plus graded stakes action from Gulfstream and Laurel Park next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture.